Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn, Honduras. In the last episode, we started our justification on Jamaica, because we were successfully able to take Dominica. So we're going to put the project of the Leeward Islands on hold a little bit, because we have a bigger target to go after. Ultimately, we're looking at Venezuela and Colombia, so we've been infiltrating them to just get a little bit more intelligence about what we're looking at in terms of their military, particular their fleets. 22 ships, 8 ships. So we need a pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say like a really significant navy, but we need at least something. We currently have, 16 diesel-electric submarines, 4 nuclear submarines. So that's what, 20 subs in total, and we now have 4 frigates. As we're starting to build our new privateer-class frigates. So, not frigates, corvettes. We're still working on frigates. We're also working on destroyer designs. So that's coming along. So, let's see. When was this justification going to complete? The 19th of November of this year, and it's March. Yeah, alright, that's going to still take a while. Alright, well, let's get things moving. Ultimately, what I'm thinking we're probably going to do is go for Colombia first. Primarily because we're going to be able to have more air coverage over Colombia than we are with Venezuela. Unless we go after, like, more islands over here first. So what we're going to need to do is we need to grow our army. Oh, and I almost forgot. We also designed, right at the end there, our first armored personnel carrier. So we have that, and so what we need to do is we need to design a template. And what we're going to want is mechanized infantry. Because these use armored personnel carriers. Yes. We want mechanized infantry. Should we also design a self-propelled artillery piece? Hold on. I just realized that that's probably a thing we want to do. And another thing we're going to want to do is we're going to need some more military industry. Yep, that's really not that big of a deal. Let's do something along these lines. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is we are going to need... Would we want it to be MLRS, or we would want it to be howitzers? let's start with howitzer and let's compare MLRS. Much higher soft attack, lower hard attack, lower piercing. Higher breakthrough, lower defense. And higher production cost. I think at this point we want these to be howitzers. Alright. Self-propelled gun. There we go. Forbids the troop transport roll, forbids the light tank roll. Do we want this to be heavy or light? Maybe these are going to be light artillery pieces. We'll make it look like that. Okay. These are going to be light. Okay. So we're going to go with light composite. We're going to give it a diesel engine, obviously. Proper battle station. Heavy mortar. No. Howitzer features. Improved burst fire mode. Okay. Yeah, we'll give it some spaced armor. We want to give it some light artillery ammunition. Yeah, because these are going to be light artillery pieces. In fact, why don't we go with wield? It reduces speed. It does cut down production costs a little bit, but nah. We'll keep it with no, it doesn't need pneumatic suspension. No. No, we don't need any of that stuff. And now we're on welded turret. Yeah, welded turret's fine. Do we want it to have an auto-loading system? No. No, we'll make it manually loaded. We'll give it support drones. No, we're not going to be doing ATGMs. Blowout panels. A front-mounted engine? Yeah, we'll go with the front-mounted engine. LSPG. One. We'll call it the Arco for bow. All right. We'll build those. We'll stop building aircrafts for the moment. All right, now we'll design our template. Division designer, create empty. Not infantry, armored. We want mechanized infantry. Let's see. Self-propelled artillery. There is a distinction between self-propelled artillery and self-propelled rockets. Our heavy artillery is going to be rockets, I think. Alright. We're going to need... mechanized recon. We want combat support. Self-propelled air defense battery. We don't have any self-propelled air, anti-air yet. Now we're up to 30 width. No, we're not going to go tanks. I mean, there's engineers. No. Yeah, remove the engineers. Okay. Now I need a name for this. Alright. That's what we're going to call it. That's Mechanized Infantry Brigade. And let's train up. Oh, you can hold 26? Yeah, let's make a whole bunch of those. And you are going to flip over to that. Alright, we are missing mounted ATGMs. And what do you mean we're missing self-propelled artillery? Okay, well, we're going to need a mounted ATGM then. No, not you. We need to make a new one. That's going to be wheeled, I think. With light armor. A diesel engine, proper battle stations. Or, actually, is this something different? No, mounted ATGM. Okay, no, that's an actual thing. Okay, that's not something we would do separately. Why do we have a new... Alright, that's fine. And we need a self-propelled AA. Now that is something we would need to design. SPAA. Cannon SPAA? Or missile SPAA? Probably missile SPAA. I'd want that to be wheeled, I think. We would want to give it a radar system. Front-mounted engine. Okay. Short-range missiles. Or long-range missiles. Long-range missiles, I think. Oh, this is going to be a light vehicle. I can give it both. Two missile pack and a reloading slot. Reloading system. Short-range missiles. Yeah, no, we won't be doing that, actually. That'll get removed. Do we want to have a turret? We'll say it's an unmanned turret. No, a welded turret. That's like 4 is the largest we can go for. Okay, that's fine. Do we give it? No, we already have it. Give it a defensive system. It already has a front-mounted engine. Yeah, that's kind of what we're building here. Long-range missiles on a wheeled vehicle. Yeah, I think it's probably good. Alright, I think I'm going to call it the Murala, right? Or Rampart. There's the name that came to me. Alright. There we go. We have a self-propelled AA that we are also trying to build. And we need a mounted ATGM. Alright. And you're still saying self-propelled artillery. Why? Is it because of this? Yeah, okay. It's that designation that I didn't like. Whatever. Alright, we have a bunch of people that need to be doing things. Alright, conformal fuel tanks. Yeah, that took a long time to, Video refueling techniques. Do we really need that? I mean, why not? But that's just kind of what we got to do, so. I think if I change this... Alright, well, it is what it is. Looks like we need some stuff. We need some stuff. Okay. A little bit of steel. A little bit more precious metals. And, of course, we crashed. Lovely. Alright, well, we had an autosave, so we're good. Hopefully. Everything is being produced. It's just going to take a little while to, you know, get all of that produced. I think the other thing we're going to need to worry about building is going to be civilian industry, but... Oh, and you are going to go into training. That's fine. Alright, well, we'll throw you in there. Diplomatic training is complete. Let's get to the next one. We're installing in Colombia. We do have one in Venezuela. Okay. Nobody's in a faction. Nobody's in an ideology we don't like. Except for maybe Colombia. Well, 7 days until we get our early aircraft weapons. Actually, we need to kick the speed up. There we go. All right. Yeah, let's throw that into our APCs. Thing is, every single one of those is going to require additional resources. All right, let's work on air-to-air weapons. Funds gain, production efficiency cap. Military industrial organization research bonus. There we go. That's actually what we need. Research bonus. We need this research done faster. What do we know about Jamaica's military? They have 3 divisions. They have no fleet. Good. Railguns. 2015. Complete. Railguns 2025. We've infiltrated Colombia's army. Excellent. We still don't know much about it. Is there anything else that we could potentially do then? Prepare a collaboration government. Yeah. Let's do that. Like, let's see, we're at 85%. Let's have you go here. See if we can improve that a little bit. You know what? We need to work on the military department. That's what we actually need to do here. All right. Alright, we have successfully researched stealth corvettes. Okay. We have completed atmospheric water, recycling. Commercialized agricultural district productivity plus 15%. Alright, so from our civilian, I guess we can go ahead and research wireless power grid expansion. Sure. Now we are way overbuying on steel. And we need a little bit more precious metals. Okay. Ah, yeah, it's consuming 14 of our civilian factories. Okay. Alright, screen ships. Production output. We'll grow for that. Alright, construction. Let's get excavation. Early Cold War heavy autocannons. Yeah, let's keep working on that. Light vehicles. Do we really need resistance suppression? That is question. If I said no, it would change things a little bit. All right. We have some things that we can do. Nuclear submarines. All right, 1965 destroyer hull. 1990 destroyer hull. Diplomatic training. Switch over to military department. Radical political issues in the United Kingdom. Head of an interim government. Alright, first generation ERA. TGMs will be done in 75 days. Okay. Self-propelled AA will be done in 413 days. Self-propelled artillery will be done in 2,500 days. And the armored personnel carriers, 7,400 days. That's the one we really need to bring down. 1995 frigate hull. 2010... Stealth corvettes. Alright, protected technologies. I'm not too worried about the wing forms right now, or... Oh, we're gonna need avionics. Yeah, we're gonna need avionics. Work on avionics. Alright, another military factory. I do also need to get all these airfields built up. But in particular, the Panamanian airfield needs to be built up first. Alright, 2025 railguns. Alright, that's ahead of time, that's ahead of time. That's still ahead of time. Excellent. I think we really need to start focusing on aircraft, so that is what we're going to do. Air-to-ground weapons. We trained out 25 divisions of mechanized infantry. What? They have no equipment. Yeah, the very thing that makes the mechanized infantry, they don't have any of. Alright, well, I mean, they're trained out and they're on the field. Well, I guess that helps. Alright, nuclear submarines, ship construction, a naval yard output plus 20% for 730 days. Sure, do it. Speaking of naval yard outputs, these are Laguna 2 class. Alright, so both of these go ahead and split in half. And these are diesel wolf packs. Alright. And those are in. And I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Didn't really make a ton of progress. But we did a lot of design work. That kind of takes some time. Alright. So for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. And when was the justification? The 19th of November. So that is going to finish here in 8 days. And then we'll be launching our invasion of Jamaica. Alright, so for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.